Guys, welcome back to a new video on weekly analysis, and here we are going to discuss forex charts, and as well as I will try to cover Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty. So let's start with DXY and what we can expect price to go next. Here in the last video, if you have seen that video, what I was expecting for price to do is that price will go above this bearish fair value gap because it was already been mitigated, and then we can hit this buy side liquidity, but it didn't happen, and we took out this daily imbalance, daily fair value gap, and we also have a daily candle close below that fair value gap. That means now the sellers are in control rather than the buyers, and we saw that the whole week was bearish for dollar. As of the because of that, the euro and GBP and other currency pairs were bullish against the dollar. Now what we can expect for the next week? Let us start with monthly analysis. So on a monthly analysis, we have this range right here, this high and this low. This is my external range, and we have two fair value gaps. That means this entire imbalance, we have one right here, another one right here. Okay, so price is looking for this imbalance move to get filled. Now let's look at the weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, I don't see much. We have this weekly fair value gap, but that is not important because we already have a monthly one there. So if there is any change of character from that monthly fair value gap, we'll look for buying opportunity in dollar, or there must be strengthening in dollar. Now let's look at the daily time frame. On a daily time frame, as you can see, we are making lower highs and lower lows. Obviously the trend is down. This is the swing low, swing high, swing low. Again, this was the high, then we broke that high, and then this is the new high, and then this new low. Okay, so for me, if price gets bullish, this will be my first target. Not actually the target, but price can go and take out this buy side liquidity, but first it needs some sort of sell side liquidity. Where it will get from? It will either get from this low right here, or it will make a pullback, a leg above, rejects from there, then maybe go like this, and then try to hit that buy side liquidity. Let's see how the price actions behave in the future. Now let's look at the gold. So last time when we did our analysis, it was on daily time frame. This was the bearish fair value gap. We took out that bearish fair value gap and we closed above that fair value gap, and then on the second day, or on 4th of March, we saw this bullish move. But after 4th of March, the price was just consolidating. Okay, so now what we can expect? I will not go to like weekly time frame or monthly time frame. There is not much information, just like we saw in the last weekly session. So I am considering this swing high and a swing low, and whatever the price action is going inside this internal structure. Let's go to 4-hour time frame first, and let's see, can we see a clear picture or not. On a 4-hour time frame, this was the zone where price displaced towards the upside. Okay, and as you can see, we are consolidating over here. Clearly we are consolidating. That means we are creating buy side liquidity as well as sell side liquidity. So we can expect some moves towards the upside if we first take out the sell side liquidity, tap into this demand zone, and then we'll tap this all-time high. As per the way the dollar is looking right now, that can be a possible move it may happen. Now how can we take our trade? So here on a daily time frame, I don't see any fair value gap where I will be able to take my entry. On a 4-hour time frame, this gap can be where price may reverse. Also, this is that 4-hour imbalance, not that huge, but yeah, but these levels are just for where the market will take a pause. All you have to do is look for more confirmation before taking any trades. I will look for obviously a liquidity sweep and then a change in state in delivery, and after that only I will take my long trade on gold. Now let us look at Euro GBP and let's see, should we trade Euro or GBP, because this pair will definitely help you to identify the strongest pair to trade against the dollar. Now on a monthly time frame, there is not much going on a monthly time frame. On a weekly, we have this, just a second, my bad. So on a weekly we have this strong move. Okay, so the euro was really strong, so that's why I'm still long on euro, and we'll also discuss those charts too. So here we have this zone, external liquidity, that is one right here and one right here. We are close to the weekly buy side liquidity, and we are also trading inside a weekly fair value gap. Let's see the daily time frame. So on a daily time frame, this is interesting. We have a daily fair value gap as well. So price can tap this daily fair value gap, and then we can look for our entry and target this first swing high, and the second target will be this weekly high. Also we have a good change of state in delivery as well as a liquidity sweep, so this area might be strong for us to trade. Now we have a breakout from this candle right here, so we can also expect a bigger pullback. Okay, so every trade which we are going to execute is obviously going to be with confirmation. Okay, now let us look at GBP USD. So GBP USD and Euro USD are basically going to have same chart pattern, but here, as we saw in Euro GBP, the euro was stronger and GBP was not. GBP was showing the sign of weakness. Okay, but here if I compare the euro and GBP, both are going up, but on GBP we don't see any immediate resistance that can stop the price to go above. I will do a fresh analysis on this. We have this low, we have this swing high or lower low, lower high, and an immediate high and a low. This is where exactly the price change the trend. If you see, this is a trend line. Okay, this is exactly the price change that trend. And also we have this breakers on a weekly time frame. We'll extend that breaker, and we had a weekly close above that breaker. Now let's see, do we have anything on a daily time frame? So on a daily time frame, as you can see, before breaking above that particular high, we took out this low. That means we have a sell side liquidity sweep, and then we have a breakout structure which was right here, and this is where it broke above that high. Okay, and an immediate fair value gap which price can test on a daily time frame is this one right here. So whatever happens, I will wait for price to give me a confirmation before taking any trade. But if I want to be on a safer side, so there are multiple fair value gaps. Okay, I will use a Fibonacci tool. So once price enters this golden ratio, then you can look for taking a long setup. Okay, so there are 3 entry points. First one is this immediate one. The second one will be this one. It is also similar to the Fibonacci which we draw. Now let's move to Euro USD. On Euro USD, as you can see, we have an immediate daily fair value gap that price can trade in, and then it can go up for this external range liquidity. Almost both the charts price actions are same, both on GBP USD and Euro USD. So here Euro USD reverses from its monthly fair value gap. We still haven't closed about this monthly fair value gap, but looking at the overall price action, it looks bullish. Now for tomorrow, it all depends on how we react from this daily gap. If we take a support from the daily gap, we may look for a buy opportunity from here. All right, now I also like to trade a USDJPY. That day I took this trade with my community members. So this is where I was looking for my short trade, that is the daily fair value gap. Price enter that daily fair value gap, and then when we have a change of state and delivery, which was right here, price tapped into the fair value gap and then continue towards the downside. Now what is the current scenario in USD JPY? So price is near to its weekly fair value gap. Just a second. Yeah, so price is near to its weekly fair value gap. We also have this sell side liquidity formed. This is the buy side liquidity form, and this is where price also reverse from a weekly gap. Now if let's see, do we have any trade entries or not? So on a 4-hour time frame, this is the low, this is the high. Not a clear indication that market will go above or not, but let's see. If I would have got a bearish gap over here and then a close above that bearish gap, I would have been able to take that trade confidently. But right now we don't have anything, so I will just wait for more structure to form, more higher highs and higher lows to form before taking that trade. Okay, so let's look at Nifty 50, what we can expect in Nifty 50. So for past couple of months we are in a bearish trend. Okay, now what can we expect? So we are clearly making lower highs and lower lows on weekly as well as on daily. So this is a current break of structure on a weekly time frame, as well as I have a weekly fair value gap right over here. Okay, so we can expect a pullback inside this weekly fair value gap, and then price can continue bearish from there. Okay, so after looking at confirmation on 4-hour time frame, I can look for more entries. Now let's look at Bank Nifty. So on Bank Nifty, the weekly chart is not making as prominent lower highs and lower lows. No doubt we have 2 legs. And second, we reverse from this. I guess this was a daily gap. Yes, that was a daily gap. I was discussing this trade setup with my one-on-one mentorship student, and we took this trade. So what now? Now we have a recent break of structure which was right here, and first we swept sell side liquidity, then we swept buy side liquidity. What we have to look for is a buying opportunity. Okay, now why I'm saying buy, because we have already swept buy side liquidity. If price is strong, it will able to support the fair value gap, which is inside this range, inside this high and low. So on 1 hour time frame, we had this 1 hour fair value gap, which has already been mitigated, and price is just consolidating inside that range. Let's see, do we have anything on 15-minute time frame? So on 15-minute time frame, there is nothing. On 15-minute time frame, there is, you can see one thing, that is the order block. So this level is going to be crucial for Bank Nifty. This is going to be the like make or break level for Bank Nifty, and if we sustain this level, then we can expect higher prices, which is around 49,750, and we have already mitigated this daily fair value gap, but I don't think so that it will again be tested. So if we sustain that 1 hour fair value gap, price can go higher from here. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more motivations to me to make this more videos. And second thing, if you are interested in joining my Discord channel as well as the mentorship, it is a combo pack. You can click the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.